Abu Hurairah narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, when any of you says the tashahhud in prayer, then let him seek refuge with Allah from 4 trials. In which prayer? In every prayer. In any prayer and in every prayer. This has to be. We can't do these kind of lessons. We can't study the hereafter and then neglect to do this. All right? The Prophet ﷺ would teach them to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhabi jahannam wa min adhab al-qabr wa min fitnati al-mahya wal-mamat wa min sharri fitnati al-masih ad-dajjal. If you have not memorized this, go home, say it to yourself, repeat it in your phone, listen to somebody say it on YouTube, over and over again. But this has to be a part of your salat. It has to. And we can't just keep studying these things and then we do absolutely nothing except for know. Knowing and not doing is not going to benefit you in the long run. Okay? So, this is what we need to be learning. Oh Allah, I seek refuge with you from the torment of hell, from the punishment of the grave, from the trials of life and death, and from the evil of the trial of the Masih ad-Dajjal. And again, when you make this dua, because this is a dua that you want to make right before your taslim, right before you salam out, as you're making it, don't just let it come off of your tongue, but think about what you're saying. Because if you truly are seeking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's refuge from the fire, then you need to stay away from those things that are going to subject you to that punishment. You seek refuge in Allah from the trial of the grave. I mentioned before that Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah ta'ala was asked about what are those things that subject a person to the punishment of the grave. And he says that there's a general answer and a specific answer. The general answer for those things that subjects a person to the punishment of the grave, he says, مجمل منفصل أما المجمل فإنهم يعذبون على جهلهم بالله وإضاعتهم لأمره وارتكابهم لمعاصيه. بس. They are punished in the grave because of their ignorance of Allah. They don't know who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. And that ignorance subjects them to His punishment. And because they are negligent of His commands, and they do what He says not to. Think about that. That's the general answer. What is it that subjects a person? So when you seek refuge in Allah from adhabi jahannam, from the punishment of the grave, you are in fact asking Allah to give you knowledge of Him, to make you one who implements His commands and who stays away from His prohibitions. And every time you say that, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhabi jahannam wa min adhab al-qabr wa min fitnati al-mahya wal-mamat. And you seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the trials of this life and the next. And the trials of this life are many. And a person is tried with his wealth. He's tried with his wealth. And he's tried with his health. And he's tried with his family. And you seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from those trials. And you seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil of that trial that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said was the greatest trial on this earth, which was the fitna of the Masih ad-Dajjal. The Prophet ﷺ would teach them to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhabi jahannam wa min adhab al-qabr wa min fitnati al-mahya wal-mamat wa min sharri fitnati al-masih ad-dajjal. The Prophet ﷺ would teach them to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhabi jahannam wa min adhab al-qabr ومن فتنة المحيا والممات ومن شر فتنة المسيح الدجال. The Prophet ﷺ would teach them to say, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min adhabi jahannam ومن عذاب القبر ومن فتنة المحيا والممات ومن شر فتنة المسيح الدجال